All right, so now we're going to look at Teachable and see how easy it is to set up a new course. So we've come into the Teachable school that was set up, and here's a list of existing courses, and then we're going to add a course. Give it a name. And you can select an author from an existing author or set up a new author, which is a rather nice feature. Subtitle, and we're going to have a little description that that's what that is, and create your course. Very easy and straightforward. And then when you go on to curriculum is the area where you're going to add information. So you need to first name it, and you can see that it's doesn't really prompt you to name those things. It had the little pencil, and another item here is that when you label something and then you want to create a new lecture, if you do that, it doesn't save your name, so you have to do this, but it doesn't prompt you and tell you that that's what you have to do, is actually save that and create that. When you want to create a new lecture, you can add files such as audio and PDF and other items, and add text. It does allow you to do block uploads, and it has some formatting tools here, but not a lot. And here is where I mentioned in my review that if you really want to format it nicely, you will need to use HTML to provide some of the consistent styling throughout. So you can add the files, you add text, or you could add a quiz section. These will all appear as different sections within your lecture. Right? So if you wanted to publish that, it wouldn't publish it for you. You have to make sure that you actually add the text, otherwise it doesn't save it. And then publishing makes it so that you can actually preview it. So unless you've already tried this several times, you wouldn't know that these are the steps that you have to take. So that's why Teachable is pretty straightforward, but not super clear in terms of prompting you about what you need to do to save information, and it doesn't save it for you automatically when you enter and go to the next lecture. So if you wanted to add another new lecture, you'd go like that. You have to give it a name. Make sure you save it. Add some text. And then you have to publish. So if we wanted to go back and look at the structure of the course, we could do that and look at the curriculum so you can see the different sections. I didn't save this first one, so that's why it's listed as a draft, and it didn't save the name. And I didn't publish it, so it only appears as a draft. You can easily reorder sections and lessons, and again, if you wanted to order a new section, it's easy to do that. But you can also see there's not a lot of activity types and things that you can add in here easily. If you wanted to do a bulk upload of files, that is also possible. And just so you can see, it's not a very beautiful looking course in terms of the formatting of it. There is some ability to change the colors and everything. But in terms of ease of use, I'd place this as a moderately easy to use tool. without a lot of richness and variety of media availability.